Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Creator Classroom's first ever casual office hours. And what that means is that I've got a little bit of work to do in my Canva account. And when I was just first starting, I would have loved something like this, which would have showed me how to clean up my Canva account. But I also thought that I could take the opportunity to go live, and anybody that's around that has questions about Canva, I can answer them. So I'm planning on going live for about 30 minutes, but you never know. So it's just kind of a casual hang. And if you're around, say hello in the chat. I might be a little quieter than normal, but I'm just going to start organizing, and I'm going to put timestamps for questions. Oh, we've got a visitor. We've got several visitors I see, including Canva. And I'm not going to do you a disservice by pronouncing that wrong, but it is great to see you. So yeah, we're just going to go dive into it. And Mary Ann is also here. It is great to see you. So I'm going to go ahead. Ooh, all the way from Croatia. It's really, thank you for joining today. All right, let me see if I can get my screen up. Here we go. All right, so essentially what I'm doing is I have been very, very sick, and I've got a lot of projects that I actually did on my Canva mobile app that don't have titles. They don't have, they're not in folders. It's just very disorganized. And I normally don't wait this long. And I thought, why not just clean it up live? However, if you have any questions about how to use Canva or things that I'm doing while I'm doing this, or even it's about something completely different, then go ahead and ask in the chat, and I will be glad to answer them. So I'm going to be drinking some things. Marianne, what do you think about the new background? So it's black instead of you seeing everything behind me. All right. And I'm guessing you can hear me okay. I'm not too loud. I'm not too soft. I think I was a little too soft the last time, but I think I boosted up my gain a little bit. So I should be good and clear. Oh, that's a great question. Is there a way to leave someone's team if we have joined it accidentally? I tell you what, let's take a look. There's a question mark. Team. Switching, managing, leaving a team. Leaving a team can't be done yet on your end, but if you want to leave a team, you can look for the team owner or the administrator from the people page in settings and ask any of them to remove you from the team. If you're the team owner, hand your team over to someone else before leaving. So I'm going to see if I can find that as an article and drop you a link. And Marianne, I am so glad that you the audio sounds good and you like the backdrop. Let me take this off for a second so I can find it. Canva team, leaving a team. All right. Because this will help you so that you can see the exact article. Here we go. That should get that link. reason why I had to look it up is I actually I don't use Canva for Teams. I just don't have anybody on my team. So that's why I had to look it up, but not a big deal. What do you think, Marianne? Do you have any questions while I'm live working on this stuff? Yes, that article was very helpful. Now let's get it out. All right. I'm going to first, I'm going to look and see what each of these are. And then I'm going to see if I can delete them or rename them and put them in a folder. Would like to see how you organize your projects. Well, that's exactly what I'm working on. So that's great to know. Here's the other thing that I would recommend. I would recommend going to, hold up, let me put this here. Canva support. I've got it in one of my, here we go. Oh, I can't show you exactly because it shows personal information. Let's see here. So I'm going to drop a link for you. And on this link, when you click this contact our support, it will give you a page. I'm going to screenshot that page and then cover up that information. It will give you a page that looks like this. Let me create a new Canva project. Screenshot that. Cover this up. All right. Now, here we go. So it's going to look something like this. And you will be able to select the issue category and describe the issue. And they may or may not be able to help you out with that. So that's what I would do. And if you have Canva Pro, then let's see where it is. They get back in touch with Canva Pro or Canva for Teams within 24 hours, print within 24 hours. If you have Canva free, it takes a week for them to get back to you. But honestly, even when I had Canva free, it was a lot less than a week. And typically with Canva Pro, I've found that typically I get a response within an hour. So that's what I would do. If I were you, I would contact Canva support and see if they could help. You're absolutely very welcome. If you have any other questions, let me know. All right, let me make a note here. And I'm going to go back to my homepage because I'm going to start organizing a little bit. So what I do is go to projects and I go to designs. These are going to show me everything that's not in a folder. And I'm Marianne, this is sort of what my folders look like. And it is a hot mess. I was in the process of actually reorganizing this when I got super sick. So I've not had a chance, but like anytime I do a YouTube short or an Instagram reel or whatever, I like to use names that are easy for me to remember. So anything that I would have that's a vertical video, I would probably put in this folder. Um, Pictures for Claire. When I sent Claire pictures, those are the pictures that I sent her. Anything that has to do with the YouTube partner program, I sent her that. Um, Anything that I post on the community tab that's got images, I put here. When I'm doing practice designs, I put them in that folder. So it's just things like that. And I'm working on getting these a little more organized. But what I want to do is actually I want to organize these because I've got a lot of untitled designs. So this one is Welcome to Canva Docs. So I'm just going to go and rename some things, but really instead of renaming everything and then going through and seeing what I want to delete, I'm going to look and see if I need to delete things first, and then I will rename things. You've got a great question. Have I joined Canvassators or applied for it? So up here, which you can't see what I'm pointing to, um, up there in the upper right corner, you'll see I've got an overlay on today's stream. I am a Canva champion, which means that I am given an affiliate link that is in my description for people to try Canva Pro for free for 30 days. The Canvassators program, let me pull me up like this. The Canvassators program and the Canva Experts program are programs that Canva themselves have to invite you into. So that's not something that I can technically apply for, but I am in the Canva Champions group and I am buddies with many of the other Canvassators and the other Canva experts. So it's definitely on my list of things to do. And I'm hoping that they'll notice that I love Canva. I use Canva almost every single day. And I share my love of Canva with all of you. But yeah, let's get back to the organizing. And I'm going to look at this one first. I'm just going to do an open new tab. I'm going to do that with these three and then check and see if any of them I can delete. All right, so I did this as a quick video and I definitely want to keep it. I titled it right. So, and it's a vertical video. So what I'm going to do is save it to a folder, YouTube Shorts, and save. So now that one should be gone out of here when I refresh. Yep. And I think I'm really just going to work from top to bottom. That way I don't have to do so much scrolling. Now let's see here. Elements that wow. I did this on the YouTube community tab. So I'm going to file this in, save to folder, TCC. Let's see, TCC community post. And now that one will be gone. Price will vary. I can delete this one. I don't know if I can delete it from here. So I'm going to go back here and actually scroll all the way back down and get rid of it here. Move to trash. All right, let's see what the community is saying in the chat. We are a community group in Croatia and teach 2,500 teachers how to use Canva. We have a Facebook group and this is our YouTube channel. That's amazing. where you can see our tutorials, even though we make those videos mostly in Croatian. Yeah, it's really amazing. So on my channel, I've used, let me pull me up. I've used Canva since 2015, and I really started using it a whole lot more in 2019. And I started this channel because someone that I knew that was on YouTube asked me how I did my text overlays on different videos. And so instead of like explaining it with written word, I just created a short tutorial on it. And she said, "Oh, you have found what you're supposed to do. You should do this. I've not seen anyone explain it like you explain it." And I really understood it. So I made a few more, and everyone was giving me that feedback. So I decided to start this channel. So this channel has been going for almost 2 years. It will be 2 years in January. And so, and when I started the channel, I didn't even have Canva Pro myself. I was doing everything for free. And then in July or August, I started having a whole lot more like transparent overlays that I was needing. And I was having to green screen out every single one of those. It was a pain. So I signed up for Canva Pro, and it cut off so much time. Like I was spending 7 days on one tutorial, and most of that was the green screen process. So I absolutely love it. And if you're watching this on replay and you've never tried Canva Pro at all, then you definitely want to try it out because there are so many features that can help you, especially if you are doing YouTube content. All right, let's see. Let's go back here. Gonna go to projects. And I'm going to look at these four and see. This is a Canva doc. Welcome to Canva doc. So I know where I want that. I want to create a new one called Canva docs. Right after I finish adding these four to a folder or deleting them. In fact, I'm going to delete this one. I'm going to keep this one, and I need to add it to, actually, let's see. Actually, I'm going to leave it right where it is because I need it today and I don't want to lose it. This one, I'm going to move to a folder called live stream. All right, let's see what your question is. Can you help me by saying what is the name in Canva to add shadow down in the folder that some kind of block? That is blurry one. Okay. I think I know what you're asking. Let me go to the home page, and I'm just going to open up. I'm going to open up something I've already done. Let's look at this. Are you wanting to know about like adding a shadow to a person like this, or just an image in general like this? Either way, it's the same process. But what you would do is go to edit image, and the actual effect is called shadows. But they have a bunch of different shadows that you can do. A shadow down, so like the backdrop. So then this one would give it a backdrop look. This one gives it a glow effect look. This one gives it a different drop effect. This one makes it at an angle. This one gives a curved, which you could see if you saw the bottom of her page lift, same thing. And then, of course, a backdrop. But if you click on the control panel, you can change things like the vertical angle and the horizontal angle. And you can even change the transparency of it if you want so that it is darker. And you can even change the color. And if it is an image like that, then of course it would just look like this. And so for like this, you can make it larger. If I change the transparency and got rid of the blur, it would give it a solid outline like that. So yeah, in English, it's called shadows. And then you have to choose the level that you want in shadows, whether it is glow or drop, angle, curved, page lift, or backdrop. That's some kind of box. Blurry ones. Pick looks like this, and you can add text. It's not a rectangle. I don't know that I'm exactly understanding the question, or at least the second part. I might not have answered your question exactly. I am on Facebook. You can look it up on the Creator Classroom, and you can send me either a link or a photo of the effect that you're wanting to make, and I might be able to create a video on it. You put it on a photo. Is it on one of my community? Is it on one of my community tabs? Let's see. Like one of these? I'm trying to see one of the recent photos or one of my recent designs that might have it in there. I don't think I've got it on that. I've got a lot of things that I was practicing while I was recovering. BB. Okay, let me look up. Let me pull this up and look at Instagram. I don't want to turn on notifications. Search BBC Sports. I don't know if I'm looking, that's a private account. It could be that they're just adding some sort of blur or shadow effect. I'm not sure if I'm seeing the right account on Instagram or not. But let's let's look at this. If I type in shadow, I need to bring up my page here. If I type in shadow, think I'm just going to make a blank page. If I type in shadow, maybe it's something like that underneath the picture, or even some sort of blur effect underneath the picture. And then they just type T on the keyboard and type out their text and size it however they want with their image. I've got a video on the fade out effect. So it's entirely possible that that's the sort of thing they do. Um, but yeah, if you just send me a private message with that Instagram link so that I can check out what photos. I'm a very visual learner, so that would help me narrow down maybe what potential elements that I could use that could replicate that. And then, well, that one's got, but yeah, I mean, like, I don't know if I've got it still a fade effect. No, I need to look at my projects. That's not it. Let's see if I look up the word basketball. That's not it either. I did this project a long, long time ago. I'll look at my, ooh, yeah, I know. I did this one a while back. It was like, let's see, like this sort of effect where there is a fade in the background. That wasn't the first one I did though. Thanks so much. And yeah, just look me up on Facebook, the Creator Classroom, and I will take a look at it and see if I can deconstruct what they're doing. Let's see. Where is that? It's probably, I'm probably looking right at it. Let's see. Can I do a search on my own? Oh, on my own page. Let's do fade. There it is. So I did this tutorial, and it's one of the popular videos where I did a fade in background. So that's possibly a lot of sports Instagram do sort of a fade in effect like that. So, and then I did it two different ways. This is one way I did it, and this was another way. Now I'm dying to see what these notifications are, but I'm not going to do that just in case it's a spammer. And then I don't think that this video has come out yet, but I did a video um, that's coming out where you can turn a person into a silhouette. And I thought that that was a really cool feature. I actually recorded this completely different than how I normally record tutorials. I recorded this one on my phone, and then I used the phone. Here it is. And then I did a second right next to it, making it larger so that people could see the main part of my phone without having to, like, what is she pressing? What is she doing? And so I thought that was kind of a unique way to create a video about the mobile app, but have a vertical, a regular size video tutorial. And then for this, I was just working on my skills with transparency, and it's got a lot of layers. So like I started off with this little girl like this, and then added a background, and I'm pretty sure the background's got a transparency. And then I added this angel with a transparency, and then I added an animation, and I use these practice things to get better in design. And then sometimes I will use these as tutorial ideas. So this is what the final product looked like. But if I hadn't added the transparency, it would have looked like this, which doesn't look that great. But yeah, I was just trying different things. I was really working on a reflection look as well during my time off. All right, let's see here. Practice. Let me add this one to a folder. Practice. Practice designs. And this is a cool effect. Actually, you can take an image. You can take an image. Let me just grab an image like this. I'm going to size it like this, but I'm going to duplicate one and resize it. And then what I would do is take this. Actually, I may need to look at the setting for this one. And so here is adjust. When you click see all, I've got all these settings. And if I go down, I can copy the filter code, and then I can take it to this one. This is really cool. Edit image. I can go to adjust, copy, paste that filter code in, and it will automatically adjust that background for me. I love that feature in Canva. All right, so this one was actually, this one was that, but it was I think I did it as a YouTube reel. So I'm going to go ahead and save this YouTube Shorts. All right. I'm going to delete this one once I can find it. I'm going to add this one to YouTube tutorial. I don't have one called that. So create new YouTube tutorial. If anybody has any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I'm just organizing my Canva homepage and putting things into folders, renaming them, and doing things like that. But while I'm here, if you have questions about Canva, I can try to answer them. So this is Instagram story. All right, let me put this as YouTube Shorts. And then we're going to refresh my projects and see how far I've gotten. Let's see, this one I can get rid of. I know that. This one I want to save there. Let me rename this one. We're going to call this one Fun with Gradients. Making gradients out of images. Oh, well, I didn't mean to show that, but that's all right. So when I had my surgery, they did an IV, and this was the day that they did the IV. but it started bruising. And on the 15th, it was the worst. And it looked like this, and it has slowly improved. It looks even better than this today, but it still doesn't look normal. Let's see, here we go. So you can take images like this one, pink and blue watercolor, and turn them into gradients. And I like to just put images that I really like into one file so that I can play around with it and see if I can create some gradients. It's just a fun little hobby I have, and I like to use some of them in my YouTube thumbnails. But for this one, like all I did was simply add a blur to it, and it took it from this to this. All right, so we're going to go to practice. And I don't even think I got most of what I was wanting to do done, but that's okay. I can tell that my voice is starting to go, and I've been going for over 30 minutes. So I'm going to call it for today. If you're watching this on replay, let me chop this banner off. If you're watching this on replay, then what I recommend is looking in the description for a tutorial, or you can ask me in the comments. Say, hey, I would like a tutorial on how to make gradients, or how to make a thumbnail, or end cards, or whatever that you're looking to do in Canva. Just ask me. I'll make a recommendation. But in the meantime, there's going to be a video on your screen that YouTube thinks that you should watch, and there's going to be one on the screen that I think you should watch. So choose one of those, and I'll see you next time. Bye.